their hypothesis.
No. Did you look into it?
I mean, yes, I did.
Okay. Is it one of the strong models or the weakest of the models?
No.
From the science, you know, we have many models of.
Completely new field of science.
No. The important thing is this: there are many models of the origin of the universe.
Yes.
Can I finish?
Okay. Yeah.
Can I finish? There are many models. Big Bang Theory is one of them. Eternal universe is another one of them, and there are many others. I think there are about 7 or 8 models.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, hear me out first. From that, this postulation of the hypothesis, which is not even a theory yet, this hypothesis is the weakest one yet of the eternal universe. And you know what? What is one of the reasons that the scientists discount it? Have you heard of infinite regress?
Yeah.
Look at the question mark on his face.
It's a circle. It's a circle.
It's not a circle.
Yeah. 1 second. Okay.
It's not a circle.
Fine. Now can I address your point?
Yes.
Okay. Till about 2 decades ago, most scientists did not even approach the question of what was there before the Big Bang. Big Bang.
Can you let him finish? You already had your chance, man. Get away
Big Bang is pretty much settled scientific theory as of now.
It's not settled. It's one of the models.
Yeah, it's the strongest model that we have for the.
That I give you. Yes, it's a strong model. Yes.
For the strongest model that we have, the start of this current universe that we know of.
Okay. And you'll agree that the model of eternal universe is not a strong one.
No.
In fact, it is the weakest one.
No. That's not the point at all. Right? Within the last 20 years, the question has been started. People have started asking the question of how did the Big Bang come about. It's a relatively very recent development in astrophysics, in physics. So now we have several hypotheses as to how the universe came about. Right?
What do you believe in?
I don't need to believe in anything.
What do you believe is the strongest one?
Again, it doesn't matter. Okay, so
why doesn't matter?
So there's the fractal universe, right? There's the fractal universe, there's the multiverse theory, there's eternal inflation. There are various hypotheses as to what happened before our current Big Bang.
Have you looked into these models?
Yes, I have.
Do you not believe, just like you said, the Big Bang is one of the most strongest
Big Bang
models?
is the strongest model for the start of our present universe. What happened before is what all these hypotheses try to address.
Do you know why they are not strong? The one which address of the multiverse?
It's new.
Wait, it's not just because it's new. They go through peer reviews.
Yeah.
You know why they have been...
No, but the hypothesis...
Can I at least have a word in between? Please, try to understand why I believe that the scientists themselves believe this to be one of the least acceptable models. Shall I tell you why? Do you know the second law of thermodynamics?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yes. Second law of thermodynamics, things move from order to chaos.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it called?
I forget the exact name of the law.
Okay. So entropy, which is one of the most important factors in this multiverse, they actually did a calculation on their calculation. Based on that, they believe that entropy can go through, you know, this multiverse you talk about, where you have a universe which comes into existence, it expands and contracts and starts another one.
No, not really. That's not the multiverse that I'm talking about. But okay,
it's called, what is it called? There's a name for it. Forget the name. It's cyclic universe. The cyclic. So this cyclic universe is one of them which defines this eternal universe, and they believe that it can only go through iterations up to 80 or a bit more than that. But it's not something which is basically going to be for infinite number of loops. In other words, you can have cycles. You can have a cyclic universe up to maybe
X number of cycles.
Yes, exactly. Before it stops existing. Okay? So wait. So based on that guy who had very little knowledge about this eternal universe, as you might have yourself understood, is because the reason they have discounted this is because this cyclic universe cannot go through this different tests of probability. And the reason they use is the second law of thermodynamics, which can only go through certain number of iterations. And afterwards, it basically doesn't happen anymore. In other words, you can have 80 to 88 iterations, and that's it.
Okay, so
the universe, wait. For universe to have multiple cycles indefinitely, it doesn't exist.
Okay,
because of this reason of the second law of thermodynamics. Okay, so now, what are the other models that you know of which can talk about an eternal universe?
There's the fractal universe, there's eternal inflation.
Okay, explain one of them that you believe is the strongest.
So, eternal inflation is perhaps the strongest in which has basis in modern physics as we know it right now, which is basically that the universe is always expanding, it always has been expanding, and it's always existed. It is just a subatomic quantum fluctuation in that expanding universe that our universe is. and there are several of these everywhere happening simultaneously.
Where's the evidence for that?
It's a hypothesis.
So it's,
and there is
so it's not even a theory, it's just a hypothesis?
It's a hypothesis.
Okay, good. So in other words...
But it's a hypothesis with corroborating scientific evidence.
Which is what?
Which is the cosmic microwave
Okay,
background.
I'll give you one thing. One, if you're telling me these universes have a beginning or don't have a beginning?
They have a beginning.
Okay, so it means it's not eternal.
But the universe itself is eternal.
How?
See, you're confusing between our universe and the larger universe in itself.
Where is there, can you see the other universe other than ours?
No, but what we can predict that they might exist depending on the laws of gravity and...
But how do you know the laws of the other universe?
Because, no, that's what I'm telling you. How do you know the laws of the same in the other universe?
No, you're saying it's a prediction.
No, we don't know. But
Okay,
what we can say... One second. Basic quantum mechanics and theory of relativity.
What has quantum mechanics to do with this?
I'm telling you, if you let me say that.
Okay, go on.
Basic quantum mechanics predicts
what?
That there are multiple instances of the universe that can be formed in an eternally inflating universe.
Based on what? Which part of quantum mechanics postulates this? What you just said?
Which part of quantum mechanics? Because quantum particles come into existence spontaneously and go away.
Is it from nothing?
We don't know.
It is not from nothing.
We don't know.
Have you heard of the quantum? Wait. Have you heard of the quantum vacuum?
Yes, I have.
Is the quantum vacuum nothing or something?
No, the quantum vacuum is just the quantum vacuum.
Is it nothing or is it something?
We don't know, but we just know that.
You know, look, Puneet, with all due respect, if you don't know, then don't delve into it.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Wait a minute, Puneet, wait a minute. If you don't know what the quantum... Wait a minute, let me finish. If you don't know what the...
Then enlighten me. Tell me what the quantum vacuum is.
No, wait a minute. Before you ask me what the quantum vacuum is, you made a statement that it comes into existence from...
Quantum particles come into existence
from where?
From nothing.
No,
then where do they come from?
You cannot say nothing. I'm telling you that any scientist who says that particles come from nothing are not scientists.
Okay, then where
because no scientist makes that assertion, anything comes from nothing.
No, they come into spontaneous existence.
Yeah, from where?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because that was my question.
Okay, I'm telling you that we...
Don't say you. Tell me what the scientists said.
Yeah, they say we don't know where they come from.
Okay, that is better. You know that is better because what you just said a minute ago was from nothing. That is a fallacy.
First time I didn't say it was nothing. Second time, on the second go around, the word slipped out of the mouth. But
okay,
we don't know where they come from.
Let's not have any more slips. So one thing we know is not from nothing. Okay?
No, we don't we don't know that.
Okay, scientifically, can something come from nothing?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
No.
Because if something is a fallacy...
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Puneet. Now you're going into a field which is non-scientific.
No, but that's what I'm trying
to say. Can anything come from nothing?
No, we don't know. Again, we don't know. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Let me take you a step back.
But no, what I'm trying to say is
Puneet, let me take you a step back because what you have just made, there is another fallacy. When you say we don't know, it implies that there is a possibility it can come from nothing.
Of course it can.
Good. Now let me ask you this. What is your definition of nothing?
I cannot define nothing. Nothing would be
it's
as
very
simple as vacuum of space.
No, vacuum is still something.
Exactly.
Okay. So what is nothing?
Nothing is nothing.
Okay, let me ask you another question. No. You do not define the word with a word. Have you looked at the dictionary? The words have a definition. In the definition, the word itself...
If the dictionary meaning of nothing, I can probably pull that up. But then that is...
Well, we are talking English, aren't we?
But you aren't getting...
I want you to give me an English definition of the word nothing.
Okay.
Shall I give you?
Yeah, please.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. For me, the meaning of nothing is the absence of everything. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah.
Good, alhamdulillah. Now the next question. Does nothing exist?
Again, we really don't know.
I'm saying it doesn't exist, it's a concept.
Okay, fine.
Do you agree with that as well?
No, I don't agree with
you don't agree with it?
I agree.
Okay, so in other words, you can find nothing somewhere.
We don't know. Again, you're making assertions.
You're getting worse, honestly. I thought you were an intelligent man earlier.
I'm willing to listen to what you
No, but if you say, look...
I don't have to agree with
Puneet, you agreed with the definition I gave you?
Yeah.
Okay, so if something... Listen.
Way is correct.
No, it's not a roundabout way. It is very specific. Okay. The absence of everything. Okay, now if it's an absence of everything, yes, that means, does it exist?
Again, that's an assertion that can't be made either which ways.
I'm making the assertion that...
But, okay,
let me ask you. Let me ask you.
One second. But why? Okay, I agree that you're making the assertion, and this is what you believe.
But you wait. In order for me, no. In order for us to communicate with certain words, we need to be on the same page. For example, do you believe in infinity?
Yes, there are several kinds of infinity.
Does infinity exist?
Yes.
Or is it a concept?
A concept can exist.
Oh my God, I don't think we're getting anywhere with this.
A concept can exist.
A concept can exist? So basically, a green elephant.
Does maths exist?
Wait.
It's as simple as
a
that.
green elephant
Is
who's
maths-
flying in the
does
sky
maths-
is a
does-
concept. Does
yeah,
it exist?
But does maths exist? Maths is a concept.
Maths is abstract.
It's a concept.
Numbers
right?
are abstract.
Yeah, it's a concept, but it does exist. It has real world implications.
No.
Everything that
When you say
has
exist,
exists
hold
on
on.
maths.
Now we have to define the term exist.
Okay.
Because what you're saying is about abstract numbers.
Yeah.
Numbers are abstract.
Okay.
Do they exist in the real world?
No. But
Thank you.
But the effect
At least
of numbers
that
exists
you
in the
agree.
real world.
Okay, so now
But the effect of numbers exists.
wait a minute.
in
I'm not talking about the effect of the numbers. Effect of the numbers means what? Are you telling me if
Numbers are the
listen,
way
listen.
we desire, we
If you
define.
are you telling me that if there is a society somewhere in the world who knows nothing about maths,
Yes.
and let's say they don't even use numbers, yes,
Yes.
does it affect them?
Of course it does.
How?
Because numbers are intrinsic.
But they don't use numbers.
It doesn't matter if they use numbers or not. The effect of the numbers is there.
What is the effect on them?
On
Give me one thing that affects
on
them. Go on.
everything from the percentage of.
They don't use percentage.
It doesn't matter. It
I'm
still
telling you
works.
about a
It
scenario.
still works.
Puneet, I'm telling you a scenario.
That's
Okay,
what-
give me one example that affects them. Go on.
Everything from the houses that they make, cutting the wood, they know the dimensions that they're going to use. They have an intrinsic idea of how to make a house so that it doesn't collapse. Everything is maths.
They don't live in houses, they live in trees. Then what?
Okay, which tree's branch looks strong enough? That's all.
That's got nothing to do with numbers.
Of course it is. Of course it is. The thickness of the.
Do they measure it?
Number doesn't
They
matter.
just jump on it and see, is it big enough?
They know it.
You know, I can play this game all day. One thing you need to realize is this. There are certain things which are abstract. There are certain things which are concepts.
Yes.
They don't exist in the real world. They might,
But the
yes.
effect-
I agree.
effect
I agree. For example, in a formula, in maths, you can use a term which is infinite. They have a symbol for it. They have a symbol for zero. Is there anything which is zero in the world?
But it doesn't matter. It's still
It does matter. I'm telling you real world implications. There are certain things you use in order to communicate. Yes? Like for example, the term zero, like the term infinity, like the term, what's the term that we were using? Yeah, nothing. These things we use in order for us to communicate. But if I asked you, does nothing exist? The answer to that is very simple. No, because it's a concept. Good. So now we're getting somewhere. So now the question is this. If nothing doesn't even exist, can it bring about something which does exist in the real world?
But you said nothing brought about something.
That was a question. It was not a statement. It's a question to you. If something doesn't even exist, like nothing, can it bring into existence something?
But again,
Like your cap, for example.
But again, what I'm saying is, in what context is the question being asked?
Okay, from nothing to something. Very
Basically,
simple.
the start of the universe, Big Bang.
No, I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about anything. Let's say an atom. Do you believe an atom is something, right?
Yes.
Can an atom come from nothing?
Apparently it does.
Where?
When quantum particles.
Oh, there he goes again.
Again.
You yourself said it's not from nothing. It's a slip of tongue.
Okay.
I'm asking, can it come from nothing? Not from somewhere you don't know.
Okay, fine.
So once again,
Coming from something.
can it
Fine.
come from nothing?
Okay. No, fine.
Finally, it's so difficult to get to you, Puneet. Simple terms sometimes, you know, unfortunately. But alhamdulillah, at least we are there. Now the question is this. Do you believe the atom is something?
Yes.
It cannot come from nothing. The atom is microscopic. We cannot even observe it with our naked eye, right? We need a special kind of microscope. Yes? An atomic microscope is what it's called. We need a special kind of microscope. The universe is massive. If the atom cannot come from nothing, can the universe come from nothing?
In the roundabout way that you're.
Don't give me roundabouts. I don't like beating around the bush.
No, but that's what
No, I want specific answer to the specific
But
question.
that's what I'm saying. If,
What?
If the way that you are defining nothingness.
No, which you agreed with me.
No, but then
Don't say you. Don't put it on me. I'm asking your question to you. Don't try to put it on me.
From something, from.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so it's not from nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, fine.
Now the question is this. What is the something?
We call it the singularity.
What is the singularity? Did the singularity come from nothing?
We don't know.
Can it come from nothing?
We don't know.
Can it come from nothing?
Again, we don't know.
Okay, how can you say we don't know?
Because you are.
We have already
talking about
agreed to-
things that we don't know about.
Puneet, you already agreed to the principle something doesn't come from nothing.
But
Is
that is valid today. We don't know what will happen.
even yesterday, even yesterday something.
Of course it was valid. Yesterday,
Listen,
of course it was valid.
listen,
But
Puneet,
there are so many things that are
something-
valid today which are not valid 50 years ago.
Puneet, I'm not talking about discoveries. I'm talking about something.
Exactly.
Is something yesterday and today? Or was it only something yesterday?
But then we don't know what it's going to be in the future.
Okay, is the infinite, sorry, is the, I'm not about the future, for God's sake. I'm asking you about what you yourself postulated.
Yeah.
You mentioned the singularity.
Yes.
What is the singularity?
Singularity is, in layman's terms, where everything in the universe that we see was compacted into a single infinitesimally dense point.
Is it nothing?
Singularity. It's something. It's everything. In fact, the singularity is
Good.
everything.
So something and everything is not nothing. Do you agree?
The singularity is everything.
I agree, but it cannot be nothing, can it?
Again, okay, fine. Let's go
Because it exists. It existed at one point, right? Anything that exists in reality cannot be nothing.
on. Okay, fine.
Good.
No problem.
So now, please answer the question. Can something or everything in your case compacted into the singularity, can this singularity come from something that doesn't exist like nothing?
Again, we don't know what probably know. That's why
What's
the
wrong
whole
with this guy, honestly? You're not being sincere enough. Either that or you don't understand the question.
No, I understand the question.
Okay, the question once again, do you agree with this principle that something cannot come from nothing?
Okay, supposing it came from something.
No, supposing. I want to get to the bottom of this.
No, because
Please,
your question-
either you agree or disagree with this principle.
Because the question is framed in such a way.
No,
if
put
I-
it. There's a different question.
No.
Listen to the question
Yeah.
first. Do you agree with this principle? Something tangible, can it come from nothing? Something. I'm not talking about infinity, or sorry, I'm not talking about singularity or universe
Something
or
has to
atom.
come from something.
Okay, this is the principle we are going to work on.
Okay, fine,
Okay?
go on.
You said that the singularity is a something.
Okay.
Do you stick with the principle that it cannot come from nothing?
Now that's where it breaks down.
Which is what?
That's where it breaks down.
What breaks down?
because at the end of the day, what you're talking about is causality. Something has to come from something else, right?
It's called causality.
Causality.
And what is causality?
Yeah,
Cause,
causality is something, cause and effect.
anything that has a beginning.
Yes.
Has a
again,
cause.
Again, yes.
Do you agree with that principle?
Yes.
Yes?
It's called causality.
Yes.
But then but the point is, as soon as you reach the singularity, causality breaks down.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it does.
How?
Of course it
How?
does. All the laws of physics stop working at that
Why?
point in time. Because
Why?
we don't know. We are missing something in our picture of the universe.
So you're saying in order for something to exist, you need to have the physical laws.
No, you don't. I'm not saying
So
that
why
at
does it
all.
break down? Because you mentioned the laws of
Because
physics.
we don't understand beyond that.
Ah, so say like that, I don't know. Instead of saying,
What have I been saying? We don't know.
no. You said, in fact, I had to break it down to you what nothing means.
I've been saying we don't know since when.
Okay, so in other words, where the singularity came from, we don't know. Is that what you're saying? Good. Now the question which you haven't answered still is, I understood your point, we don't know. And if you stop there, that would have been fine. The question that I asked you was very specific. Is there any probability or possibility, yes, that it came from nothing?
Again, we don't know.
Okay. Remember the principle you agreed to earlier?
Yes, but that works in this universe, this current iteration.
Oh, wait. So you're telling me the singularity is in a different universe?
No, we don't know. We
Which
don't know.
which universe is it in? Is it in?
I mean,
Are you telling?
you say nothing can come,
Yeah.
something can't come from nothing. It doesn't matter where you put that. It's
Exactly.
always
But that's
something.
what I'm
You see, Mark got the point. You didn't get the point, unfortunately.
You're trying to
Y'all are
change
missing
it.
the
You're
boat for the
trying to
breeze.
figure it out.
You're looking at
Actually-
causality on a very, very small scale.
We
and
have
how
to.
it works in
We
this
have to look
universe
at every
and
single
currently.
scale.
But what I'm trying to say is that at the singularity, causality breaks down.
You know what? You don't even know if the singularity is in our universe or not.
There is no place that the singularity was.
Or the singularity wasn't in any place.
It was everywhere. That's what the point I'm trying to make.
Where is everywhere?
Everywhere.
Okay, you're telling me space existed before singularity?
Space and time were created at the point.
No, but you said it existed everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. There is no space or time for it to exist in. It is space and time, the
So
singularity.
can anything, listen, I'm using the term anything for something. Can something or anything exist without time and space?
Again, singularity exists without time and space. Black holes exist without time or space.
Really?
Of course they do.
Black holes exist without time and space?
Yes,
So where are the black holes? Are they in our universe or outside?
they're in our universe.
Does our universe have space?
Yes, it does.
So you said it's without space and time.
Yeah, but singularity.
Make up your mind, man.
Again,
Okay. So you have used the term. Wait. You have used the term singularity, and you have agreed it's not nothing. Am I right? The singularity is not nothing. It is something.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Now the question which you seem, I think Mark has understood this, but you somehow haven't understood yet. If the singularity is something, three possibilities exist. It created itself, it came from nothing, or something caused it. Which one is true in this case?
As far as we can tell, it created itself.
Oh, it created itself.
Either that
Who is we, by the way? Who is we? Again, you're using the same language as the guy before
Alan
you.
Guth.